betting that's a good one.
Since 1984.
Tight Lines with Sammy Lee.
In 10 short years, my guest today has won over $1 million bass fishing by perfecting a style of fishing that you can use from 4 feet down to 80-foot depths. Hello, this is Sammy Lee. In just a moment, Aaron Martins will continue talking about the drop shot rig. But first, this message. When you serve U.S. farm-raised catfish at your house, it's like taking a trip around the country.
How about some catfish gumbo or jambalaya? Hey, have you tried the Manhattan catfish chowder? Forget about it.
Hey, we're barbecuing catfish with yam kebabs. Boy, howdy.
Southwest pan-fried catfish? That's what's for dinner.
You try Asia Pale catfish with stir-fried veggies. You're right.
U.S. farm-raised catfish. Fun to fix, good to eat. For recipes and more, visit uscatfish.com. For the past several days, Aaron Martins has been explaining how he fishes the drop shot rig. And during this time, Aaron has explained everything from the proper rod and reel to use to the correct weight and hook style that you need to use to catch more bass. But today, I've asked Aaron to tell us how he rigs his plastic worm on the hook to catch the most bass while drop shotting.
Most of the time I actually use the worm bend hooks, which is like this straight kind of round bend original worm hook I've had forever, and that's what I use mostly for Texas rigging. I also use this little nose hook, and you can hook it in the nose or hook it like right behind the egg sac, which would be like right almost dead center on the worm. And the trick is when you're nose hooking it or wacky rigging it, you just want to hook a little bit of just a little bit of the rubber on the worm. You don't want to hook it right to the middle of it. You just want to kind of skin hook it. Maybe hook like a third of the worm instead of in the front of the worm. If you hook it towards the front, nose hooking it, you want to only hook like a 1/16 of an inch of it.
Really?
Yeah, you want to make sure you leave a pretty good sized bite on the hook so it doesn't ball up, and when the fish gets hooked, it doesn't keep the fish's mouth from getting hooked. So you'll increase your hook and catch ratio a lot better if you just skin hook it. You may lose a worm here and there, rip it off sometimes, or if you set the hook and miss a fish, the worm comes off. But if you're fishing a tournament, you don't want to lose those fish.
You certainly don't, Aaron Martins. I'll be back with more Tight Lines after this message. I'll conclude my visit with Aaron Martins next time by finding out how to fish this rig properly. So I hope you'll join us. I'm Sammy Lee, and until next time, Tight Lines.
Tight Lines, brought to you by UFP, America's leading maker of brake systems for boat trailers. Yozuri, lures that catch fish like no other brand. Fishmate, the ultimate fishing app for your smartphone. And by U.S. farm-raised catfish, the healthiest fish from pond to plate.
You know, my wife calls me a twit, but now I'm tweeting at www.twitter.com/TightLinesRadio. So join me daily for this update on fishing news and information.